here for Week 5 media availability with quarterback Ben Finley prior to the Pac-12 home opener against Arizona State. We'll go ahead and get questions started with Steve Kroner from the SF Chronicle.
Ben, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing good, thank you. First question, just follow up on that. How are you feeling? Are you ready to play Saturday?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
And then a follow-up, have the last couple of weeks been hard on you, not necessarily physically, but mentally, going back and forth with you and Sam? How have you guys been able to kind of handle that mentally?
It's just the life of a quarterback. You just gotta, like I've said, you have to stay ready and, just gotta be ready for whatever's thrown at you. And I think both of us are doing a great job at preparing and staying ready for if something happens to the other person. But yeah, I think we're ready.
And Sam said the thing he'd like to improve the most on himself is decision making. If you had to pick one part of quarterbacking that you would like to improve the most, what would it be?
Right now, especially after Washington, it's just pocket presence. It's been horrible. And it's something you can't replicate in practice. You can't replicate it in a specific drill. It's just the only way you can do it is reps. And that's going to be, I got to get better at that over time. And, I think it's forced me to throw, it's caused me to force throws downfield when honestly I should be hitting the back or maybe even taking like a sack. Like at this point, a sack is better than, forcing a throw into an interception. And so, that's just something you have to just keep working on, and the more you get reps. But yeah, that's the glaring issue I'm dealing with right now.
Good luck.
All right, we'll go to Jake Curtis from Cal Sports Report.
Yeah, you looked into it a little bit, Ben, but how would you assess your performance against Washington?
I never gave us a chance, just turning the ball over. But it's, they were a great team. At the end of the day, it's no excuses. But I think there was times where I was making good decisions, and we were driving the ball on them, and we looked great. And then, then sometimes I would just make, I just had like 4 or 5 just horrible decisions that just killed us. It just shot us in the foot. And so, if I can clean those up, I think, I could have put together a way better game. But it's just forcing throws and decision making. I need to clean up those 5 and maybe get it down to like a 1 or 2, because you're never going to play a perfect game. And so, the most you can do is just try to, get closer and closer to perfection. But, just knowing you're never going to achieve it. But it's just what you got to do.
Spav mentioned the fact, and it's interesting, that the replacement from over the starter in each game seems to have performed better than the starter. Is there any rhyme or reason to that?
I don't know. I think it could play into a fact. It just, you're sitting on the sideline waiting for your chance, and you're all juiced up, and you get an opportunity to go out there, and I guess you could say we're good at capitalizing on our opportunities. But other than that, I don't know. It might just be it's important to get that spark back, and sometimes it's hard to, when you're going out on the field and just not having success over and over again. Sometimes, a new quarterback can light the spark, but I don't know. It could be coincidence. It could be the player. I have no clue.
All right, we'll go back to Steve Kroner from the Chronicle.
And I'll kind of turn this on its head a little bit if you'll let me. You and Sam both seem to be, I appreciate the fact that you guys have been self-critical, but it's not that far away from a Cal team that scored 58 points and ran up 669 yards at North Texas when you both played well. How without this doom and gloom, how far away are you and/or Sam from getting the offense back to maybe not 58 points and 669 yards, but to being pretty dynamic?
Yeah, I mean, we're just a couple plays, and it's almost like a quarter of our plays as an offense, there's just one person missing. It's like 10 guys on the same page, and all of the past 4 games it's been the quarterback mostly. And if we can clean that up as a room, I think we could put together a pretty dangerous offense and get the ball downfield and put up numbers like that North Texas. But I don't think we're going to be able to go out and throw for 900 yards against some of these Pac-12 teams, because we got they got great defenses, and our defense has been playing well. We just got to put together a full complementary game with special teams, offense, and defense, and we haven't been able to do that. And it starts with the offense and just kind of trickles down from there. But I sense it coming. I feel like we're going to be able to put together a game by all three teams, and I think it's going to be a pretty fun game when we do that.